What up, listeners? It's me, Jessica Williams, and you might not know this, but Two Dope Queens only exists because of people like you. You step up, you pitch in, and you make our show happen. That's right, we are listener-supported, and I absolutely cannot thank you enough. This month, we have a goal to get 300 listeners donating to help Two Dope Queens keep on keeping on. And if you donate $60 or more, get this, you will receive the first ever one and only official Two Dope Queens t-shirt as a special thank you gift. It's gray, it's comfy, it looks hot AF, and it has our faces on it, so like, what more could you want anyway? So hop to it. Go to twodopequeens.org/donate, or to donate via text, which is way faster, and you know we don't want to waste your precious time anyway, then text the word QUEEN to 70101. And thank you, you incredible people. We actually could not do this without you. We went to Bonnaroo.
Best time ever.
It was the best.
Best.
We brought sort of matching water packs.
Yeah, and my water bag had pizzas all over them.
And mine's have galaxies.
So
because the universe is infinite.
Ooh, does that scare you? That scares
yeah,
you
it
sometimes.
scares me. The idea of space scares the shit out of me, actually. Sometimes I think about floating out in space and there's like no bottom.
Right.
There just isn't a bottom or a top.
Right.
So that really freaks me out. It feels like if I were to jump out in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Also, conceptually we belong in space, but also we like high-key don't belong in space. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's the final frontier, but also we cannot exist out there for the most part.
We should just like go to like fucking Jupiter. Like let's just figure it out.
Go to Jupiter. I don't know. Elon, if you're listening.
Like just figure it out already.
Like, there have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. And if we're not out there among the stars and being a multi-planet species, I find that incredibly depressing if that's not the future that we're going to have.
Can we just, like, get to Jupes?
Like, what are you doing?
Is it habitable?
Yeah, get to Jupes. Get to fucking Nep-Neps.
That's dope. I would kill it on those rings around Jupiter. I would,
They're
like,
around
walk
Saturn.
around.
Wait.
Oh.
Saturn has the rings, yeah?
Saturn has the rings?
Yeah.
Cool. I would kick it in the big spot on Jupiter.
Oh, what are you going to do in that fucking gas cloud in Jupes?
I think I would just like set up a house. Abbi, I need a place to live, and then just like get toasty and watch Netflix.
If you're out on the road,
I think it's like a never-ending storm in that.
and so cold.
I'm ready, baby. Take me to Jupes.
Okay, what's your storm survival skills on Jupes?
Jokes. Reading. I'm able to read.
You're going to get swept up in a twister telling
Dude.
a fucking two priests and a nun went into a bar, Joe.
Get this. Two priests and a nun. What is the punchline of that? Let me
I don't
see.
know.
Two priests and a nun went into a bar. Bartender says, "What can I get you?" The priests were like,
Oh,
"We don't know, man.
that
We
you
don't
getting sucked
know.
up.
Ask the nun." It's me, Miss J. Willie.
And it's me, Mrs. Phoebe Lynn Robinson. Oh, that's not as fun as Miss J. Willie. It sounds kind of stuffy and boring.
I do agree, but I think we can totally workshop it.
Oh, thanks, boo-boo.
Of course. Anyway, in this episode, we are bringing some awesome stuff to your ear holes. We recorded this show at Vulture Fest in New York, and it was very fun.
My favorite part was that we got to talk to the so sweet Abbi Jacobson, who looked so cute with her little red shoes on. I mean, she was like Dorothy in ruby slippers, but hot.
Yeah, and Phoebe was like the Wicked Witch of the West, and when I threw water on her, she totally melted.
Ugh, whatever, hashtag clueless. I'm not even going to acknowledge that rude-ass statement. Instead, I'm going to move on because we've also got some great comedy from Dina Hashem and Josh Rabinowitz.
Hope you like it. Enjoy, hoochies.
How's it going, Vulture Fest? Yes, Gaga. I'm so happy to be in town. I just got in this morning at 8:45.
A.M. You took a red eye from Los Angeles.
I took a red eye that was an hour delayed.
Ugh.
It's okay. I love JetBlue regardless.
Yeah.
It's just always like, I love traveling, but I hate airports because I feel like people go unchecked, their bad behavior is like unchecked, and like you can't react because then you'll be the one who gets arrested.
Yeah.
So everyone is just pretending like everything's fine, and we're all like,
you really cannot be over a 6. If you're over a 6, it's like terror.
Yeah, like anytime someone raises their voice, you're like, oh, I guess they're not going that trip anymore.
Yeah. They like need to get
so
escorted to the like back room, the interrogation room. Yeah, no, it's true. You know, I think it's because like nobody wants to be there. Everyone's passing through.
Yeah.
So bad behavior is like fine because you're maybe never going to see that person ever again.
Right. Yeah. So I was waiting for this. I was waiting for my flight to San Jose. I was in San Jose for like a day with Jess earlier this week. And
it was cute.
It was super cute. It was like the movie Sideways, except it wasn't.
It was so far from it.
Yeah. But so in LAX, there are like these like benches or like tables where there's like chargers. There's like 4 seats, charger per each seat. And so it was like packed. It was like early in the morning. So like everyone was sitting and like all the benches were taken. So you could not sit and charge your phone. And this older white lady like walks in like with a mission. I'm like, I know this bitch wants an outlet. Like she just had outlet energy, you know? It's similar to being like single. It's just like, where is it? I need it. Where's my soulmate? And so she was very, very aggro with her bags, like her Patagonia bags, and she's looking around and she clocks everyone, and then she comes over. It's like, so you're this dude next to me, and I'm sitting here, and she's like, there's one outlet open, but it's super crowded. So she comes around in between us, and she kicks my bag. She's like, can you move your bag so I can stand here? And I was listening to you too, so I was very calm. That was a calm.
Detail we did not need. Continue.
But like, if I was listening to you two, I'd be like, don't you ever in your life put your dirty fucking shoe.
Your fucking Tevas. I'm just kidding.
They were yeah. And so she did that. She kicked my bag, and I just looked at her and I shook my head. And then she like starts putting her bags on the table. She's like, I'm sorry, I need table space too. And I'm like, okay. And then she has like a calendar, like she doesn't use a phone calendar. She's like retro, so she has like a paper calendar. I'm like,
Jesus,
fucking kill yourself.
It
like,
gets
honestly,
worse.
Put it in a phone. That's 2017. Put it in a goddamn phone.
It's like Franklin Covey. It gets worse.
And so then she's like, starts making these loud ass phone calls, and she's eating peanuts, and like the peanut like dust is flying in the air. You know, at the beginning of basketball games, like LeBron James just like claps the powder in the air?
Yeah.
Just peanut dust was flying everywhere.
Disgusting.
And everyone hated her. And none of us said anything because we were all people of color. And we're like, we cannot yell at white women in public. Like, we know we're trained well enough for that.
And it just sucks because like she put everybody else through that. Like, you guys didn't deserve that. We're all going through the Trump-Russia investigation together. Like, we can't do that in this climate. Nobody needs it. That sucks. I was at the airport yesterday, and this was at the San Jose airport, and I was flying JetBlue, and our flight was delayed, but on the sign it said we were leaving at like 4:50, but it said it was boarding at 2:50, and I thought, like, sometimes I like to treat myself to a massage at like Express Massage. Yes, I'm bad, sue me. And so I was like, do I have time to go get a massage? Anyway, I went up to this guy, and it was like this young black guy, and he's already like extra in a way that I'm like not trying to engage with a male in that way if we're not fucking, you know what I mean?
Right.
And so I was like, so I just want to clarify, like, which time is the right time? I want to know. And he was like, I don't know, what's it look like? And I was like, what? What? That's what I was like, you know what? You know, you have to behave even if somebody's being egged. So I was like, I don't know. Well, it looks like you have 2 separate times. I just want to confirm what the actual time is that we're boarding. And he was like, well, what's up on the board? And I was like, well, it looks like 4:50. He's like, it's that. And I said, it also looks like it's 2:30. He said, it's that. And I was like,
Oh
so
my
which
God.
one is it? And by now, this older white woman was next to him, like helping other people successfully and smoothly. And so I started to sort of look her way, like, can you help? And she was just like, ba, 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 thank you so much. Like, she was like doing her thing.
Right.
And so then I was like, all right, I think lately when people are ig like that, I've been trying to kind of walk back and see what their process is. Like, I'm hoping that I could Socratic method them into realize. So I asked him, I was like, so do you understand why I need that information? And he was like, what information? I was like, what information do you think I need?
Oh my God.
So he said the departure time. I said, right. Do you understand why I would need to know as a passenger on this plane what the departure time is? And he was like, I don't know, maybe. And I was like, God damn it. And then the woman, I was like simmering.
That's crazy.
And the woman finally butted in. She was like, he's just joking. He meant that we're actually departing at 2:50, so you should be ready. And I was like, thank you so much. I was like, do you understand why that was a successful interaction? But I've been really like, when people are rude, I feel like just asking them questions could be a good way to go about it.
I don't do that. I just lose my shit.
I know, I love that about you.
I'm such a good person, but
I know that.
just to preface,
we all know that.
I'm a really good person. I donate to charity. I never
Pay my
forget my
taxes.
mom's like birthday, like. But customer service situations, I just immediately turn into like a disappointed wife who's been married to her husband for 20 years.
Yeah.
And we've never gone to Paris, and I've always wanted to go to Paris.
Yeah.
And now it's too late. Like this.
Another year.
Yeah, another year wasting with your punk ass.
Shit.
Your hair looks great, by the way.
Thank you.
Is
I had a
this
photo
new?
shoot today. No, it's the same thing.
No, because it was blue before. You took the blue out.
Oh, I had yarn in my hair and it was blue, and then I just like took it. This black girl's looking at me like.
How was your photo shoot? Was it fun?
It was really good. You know what? I fucked up. I knew I had a photo shoot this morning, but I was like, it's Friday. I'm gonna go do karaoke, or as white guys say, karaoke. And I went. Turned up. It was crazy though. Karaoke was weird last night because I realized I had like aged out. I went to karaoke boho, and it was like just young, fucking college dudes that like probably wear Axe body spray, like early twants, like fucking putzing around, hitting on wasted girls, and I was like, oh my God, I'm aging up. Like this is such a big moment for me. And then I sung Ashley Simpson on karaoke.
That was a waste of your money.
It was by the hour, so a lot of ground was covered.
That's cool.
It was fun.
So you did Ashley Simpson, and what else?
I did Avril, I did Michelle Branch, branching out.
Michelle Branch.
Yeah.
Haven't heard that name in a while.
Vanessa
Cool.
Carlton. It's like the best name. It was like, I don't know if we deserved Michelle Branch, but she's like actually a really great writer, performer. So did a little Avril because I know she might be dead, so I made sure to do that for her.
Such a disrespectful
It's so
rumor.
disrespectful.
Like,
but like she should just like acknowledge and respond to it.
but that's like, imagine you like, I wouldn't acknowledge it. You go to sleep, you wake up, and like your publicist is like, you are trending on Twitter.
She's like, yes, finally, get out of here about it.
Yeah, that was. It was okay. It was
I knew
good.
coming out. I knew halfway through. Okay.
And then the publicist is like, yeah, it's because people think you're dead. No, I was gonna ask you, what would you want the rumor about you to be that makes you trend on Twitter?
I'm just great at fucking, and maybe the rumor about me. I need to think about that. That's a good one. What would you want the rumor for you to be?
I would want it to be that me and Maxine Waters have a rivalry.
A rivalry?
Yeah. That'd be so dope.
That's literally
That's
like
cool.
what Wendy Williams does. That's like
I
shit
know,
that
but
she
I love
does.
it. I love Maxine Waters. I love
That's
that.
so funny.
Her catchphrase is saying someone has no credibility, and like I'm gonna start using that in my own personal life. I think it's so great. It's brilliant.
so disrespectful of you. Like, what would your counters be?
Okay.
What could you possibly say to Maxine Waters that needs to be said
Well,
in a conflict?
I mean, I have to think about it, but I just want to be like cussed out by her a little bit. Like,
Ooh, you want the pain.
I think it'd just be hilarious if she would just like read me to filth. And then, like, I just think it'd be, and I just love her.
You're like, ooh, hurt me.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, I think it'd be cool. Like,
I like
maybe,
that. Okay.
like maybe we were both at like Nordstrom Rack, LOL, and and I took like the last cashmere sweater, and like she wanted in lavender, but I took it, and that just fucking changes everything between us. And then it'd be cool. I mean, she's up in age. You have to use like an older person like rivalry. Like it wouldn't be like us fighting over a dude. It'd be like
A cashmere sweater,
Yeah,
like
it'd be
a
like a
lavender
cashmere sweater, or
sweater.
like you know.
You fucking, yeah, you know? Yeah, no, totally. I love that. That's
Whose
not where I
side would
expected
you
you
take?
to go.
Would you take her side or
Maxine.
my? What?
It's like out of respect, like for Black History Month. I don't
We've
know.
been doing this. We've been doing this show together for
Maxine.
3 years. Are you gonna
Maxine.
choose Maxine's side?
It's Maxine. You fabricated this rivalry, and now you're gonna get mad at me for choosing literally Black history over you.
Because I'm Black History in the making.
What the
Thank you. Thank you.
Applaud. Don't applaud.
Applaud for
Don't
it.
applaud. She just said I'm Black history in the making. Like, don't applaud. She canceled herself out.
You know, that's what Rosa Parks did. She's like, I'm sitting here, thank you.
Oh. I think MLK would have been like, let's just not acknowledge it. Ignore. All the planning ignored.
We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Thank you.
I had a dream that one day. Everybody's like, yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah, that is terrible.
Yeah.
Okay. The thank you was too much.
what,
but
what if Johnny Cochran was like, if it doesn't fit, you must have quit. OJ would have been convicted.
yeah. His whole life would be radically different. Okay. All right. We got to get this show on the road.
I'm so excited about this show. We
Are
got
you
a
guys
special
excited
show.
for more show? Our next act that we're bringing up is very, very funny. You've seen her do a roast battle. Please get up for Dina Hashem!
Hello. Nice to see you. Nice to be seen by you. Having a nice time. Let's be friends, huh? I'm an Egyptian lady. Whenever people like talk about the problems facing Arab women, it's usually about, like the religion or the laws or Trump now. No one talks about the body hair. Came here to tell you about it. Like, I grew up in a Muslim family. We couldn't talk about anything sexy. I had to figure out on my own what was normal for a growing girl. Like in high school, all the boys started saying this phrase. Did you guys have this? If there's grass on the field, play ball. Did y'all have that? You could figure out what it means. Pretty gross. And so I had to be like, but if the grass is too thick to move in, do they cancel the game? No one cancels the game. Rain or shine. I think dating is tough for everyone, though. Would you say so? You gotta put work in. So my friends were arguing to figure out like who's put the most work in to get in a girl's pants. Like, I had to buy her this many drinks, or I had to wash her dog, or whatever. And then they asked me, like, Dina, who's put the most work in to get in your pants? Who's put the most work in? But I thought about it and realized, like, totally my gynecologist. That's like 10 years of medical school. My girl took MCAS to get this pussy. All right. Sorry. Trying to. Is anyone in love? No, good. Yeah, I also have been deleting and reactivating Tinder for 6 years. I noticed, you know that you've had a dating profile for too long when you start noticing people's personal growth. When you're swiping through, like, oh, cool. Freddie 420 went to grad school after all. 3 years ago, he was undecided. Meet some strange folks on there. I went on a date with a guy who could just like turn everything I said into something sexual, you know. He was like, what kind of music do you like? It's like, oh, I like the Beatles, they're cool. And he said, what Beatles song would you make love to me to? I was like, help? I'm from Jersey, but I didn't, right on. I didn't grow up with my dad. He's lived in Kuwait since I was a kid, and he calls me on the phone and like gives me the same speech. He goes, Dina, I can't do an Arab accent, so just imagine your favorite enemy of the state. He'd be like, Dina, you have to be a good Muslim so that one day we can reunite together in heaven. I'd be like, really? You won't even reunite in New Jersey. You could just come back. I know it's no heaven, but still be alive, so. Did anyone vote for Trump, or not safe to ask? I did. I did. But like, I'll vote for anyone who will keep my dad out of the country. So that's my. Drinking. I like to drink. I like to drink wine. I don't know anything about it, so I went to the store to like ask for advice. And I don't know if you've done that, but it's like an interview to buy wine. They ask you a lot of questions. This guy was like, "Do you have a preference for the origin of the wine?" I'm like, "No, this store should be fine." And then he was like, "Well, what will you be having the wine with?" I'm like, oh, my mouth? Might pour into a glass if anyone's looking. And then the last question was the most bizarre. He goes, "Do you prefer your wine sweet or dry?" I was like, hold on, friend. Those aren't opposites. Like, those aren't even the same category of things. One's a flavor, and there's a feeling. Like sweet or dry, I don't know, sir. Do you prefer your eggs scrambled or in the summertime? I don't know, I feel empty of all desires. I said that to a friend of mine, and she was like, oh, that's great. That means you've reached nirvana. And then my doctor was like, actually, that's a symptom of clinical depression. But like, you know, in both cases, like my soul is ready to die, so it's fine. I went to a sex store for the first time, a sex store. You can't buy sex there. There's a lot of sex-shaped things. And I don't know if you've gone, but it's a brave new world of customer service in these stores. I walked in, and this woman was like, do you have any questions about anything? In my head, I'm like, yes, everything. But I got nervous. I just grabbed something. What's this one do? But with no hesitation, she was like, oh, this one. You're going to want to insert that into your pussy face forward. And that way, it's going to hit your G-spot while also bouncing on your clit. And I was like, do you want to get out of here? Okay, I have to go. Thank you so much, everybody.
Hey y'all, it's me, Phoebe Robinson. I'm just back to remind you that we need 300 of you to step up and support the show. If you donate $60 or more right now, we're going to thank you with the official Two Dope Queens t-shirt. You can't get this anywhere else, people. I swear on my life. Like, New York Fashion Week was like, can we get these shirts? And I was like, nah. Anyway, if you want to show some love and help us make this show, then make your way to twodopequeens.org/donate. And don't forget, if you help us hit our goal by giving $60 or more, you will get a brand new, spanking, sexy Two Dope Queens t-shirt. I mean, isn't that just the best? Thank you so much. YQY.
I'm former U.S. Attorney Preet Bharara, and my new podcast is called Stay Tuned.
If you look at areas where he is unconstrained, his behavior is pretty consistently awful.
It's about the human side of power.
Those who do not study history are doomed to repeat it. And those who study policing know we don't study history.
And it's about justice, fairness, and democracy.
I have never had anyone who committed the crime of murder go back to prison ever again.
Presented by WNYC Studios, Cafe, and Pineapple Street Media, Stay Tuned is available wherever you listen to podcasts.
Having fun so far?
That's good. We are too.
You guys are cute. I like hanging out with you guys. Feels like we're all friends.
It was nice. We did a really intense show recently for people who didn't know who we were. So this feels really affirming.
Yeah.
It's like we exist,
home.
and that rules.
I'm loving this outfit.
Yeah, this is iconic. I loved
love
it.
What's your name? Wait, hold on. What's your name?
Busayo.
Where are you from?
Brooklyn, New York, but Nigeria.
Ooh, I got my blood tested, and I'm from Nigeria as well. So
We can totally
Motherland,
claim
Nigeria,
you. Are you
and Cameroon.
serious?
What'd you say?
What percentage?
Like 33%.
Oh my God!
Yes, our people.
Oh my God! We have to give you a name. We'll talk later.
You'll give me a name?
Of course, we give everybody names. I'm serious.
Back to my roots. That is literally gonna be like me getting my Patronus. Like, I'm so excited about that.
Okay. Well,
Wow. Yeah, so excuse me, talking about myself, but I'm partially from Nigeria and Cameroon. It's my people. We are the best. We are a great
I
nation.
have not checked anything out, so I don't know, but I am from Cleveland. Could you give me a name for that?
Cavalieris. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Drew Carey. I don't.
Don't you ever. LeBron James.
He's kind of from Akron, so. My family's from Akron. What do you want me to say?
This is the end of Two Dope Queens.
No!
Two Dope Queens is over.
You saw it first, folks.
Actually,
I
do you hear that?
Yeah, it's fucking irritating. I'm sorry. There's people
Guys,
talking.
we can hear you. You guys
Can you
hear it.
stop?
Gu-
Can you excuse me?
Guys, who is that?
I don't know. Excuse me.
Hey, there's a show. There's a show.
We're doing
There's
a show. Are you kidding me? No, are you freaking kidding me?
You get out here.
Come.
Get out here.
Come.
Get out here.
Get your ass out here.
Yeah. Get your black
Get
ass out here.
Get out here. What was that?
What was that?
Jacobson, everybody!
I'm not that short.
Come in the middle of us.
Sorry, I had to. It was like I'm just was doing a deal and like. It's like Hollywood. Hollywood life, it's constant, you know? It's like
Always
weekend
moving.
work.
Middle.
It's always moving, always changing.
Oh, it is. Hi, guys. I've never done your show.
I know, we're so...
I've been so bummed, and now I'm so happy.
Good.
Abby, I have to say, you look great.
Yeah.
I think you guys look great.
Aw, well, thank you. How's everything going? Broad City's about to come out in a matter of months.
A matter of months. Yeah, we're all done shooting. We're just editing
Congrats.
for a couple months now. We just locked and loaded 4 eps.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's cool. Alana and I both directed this season.
Whoa, that's awesome.
What was that like?
Yeah.
It was really cool. We each did 2 episodes. It was nuts. It's like really intense to be the person like we are pretty in charge. We are in charge, but then it's also like we usually hire someone else to like have another set of eyes, and so I would be like talking through a scene, and then I'd look up and be like, "Oh, I'm the one I'm looking to." Like there's no one else, and it was really fun. It was really cool. New hat.
Did you wear it? Yeah, did you wear a director's hat like an
I
Ron
dressed
Howard?
as a 45-year-old white male the whole time.
It's like a New
55,
Balance.
yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Can you give us like any sneak peeks as to what the season's going to be about?
Sneak peeks. It's going to be about, we're not in it this season. We really went off. It's in London. Yeah, it's about the same shit. We didn't go too far.
I know, but
it's winter.
Wow, okay.
And we're airing in the summer, so that's cool. Okay, I can reveal something because I think we just did an interview and we said a bunch of guest stars. I can say some guest stars.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Oh no. Alana's gonna get mad at me. Okay, no, we said it already. Fran Drescher.
Oh my fucking goodness.
So
It was
Wow.
nuts. She did like all the noises.
Yes.
Like without even us asking.
So
It's
that's
just-
how she talks regularly, though, right?
There is a scene, and it was. I was so happy that I was not on camera because she just goes, and I was like, this is incredible.
That's so.
And
What was her
then-
like wardrobe like? Did she wear something like nifty like she did when she was the nanny?
I will say we have an amazing wardrobe department, but Fran kind of like comes with her own.
Sure.
Rightfully so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think she picked out everything, and it might have been her own clothes. But I will say, the nanny is the biggest wardrobe inspiration for Alana Wexler.
Oh, really?
Really?
We talk about that a lot.
I guess I could see that.
One of them.
That's cool.
And then I'll give you one more that's bananas.
Okay.
RuPaul.
That is so tight.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like.
What was that
I don't know. It was unreal. And I'm not in any scenes with him, so I just got to like watch.
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you been up to outside of like work? Are you having much time like to go on vacation? Are you visiting fam?
Work hard, play hard.
Work hard,
As
play
the
hard.
bros say.
Let me see. Vacations.
That means
This
no.
is sad. No, because once we start, it's like pretty gung ho, but it's fun. I mean, it's fun. You know, it's fun work. I can say this. What I was telling you, I did an episode of Drunk History, which was really cool and weird and fun.
And so, what
Yeah.
did you do?
Yeah.
So I don't know if I'm allowed to say any of this.
Well, you can find
Fuck
out,
it.
and then we won't.
Yeah, I got to play Gloria Steinem.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So I'm like, yeah, I'll go to
That's
LA
awesome.
for a day and do that.
That's so cool.
It was really cool, and there's no sound on that show.
Right.
I was in the, if you guys don't watch it, someone's wasted. I would never do that part.
I would love to
Me
do
too.
that.
You
I
would? Tell somebody they would love to have both of you, I'm
That would be
sure.
so
Oh, that would be
fun.
so
You guys
fun.
should do it. You should do it together.
That would be
Yeah.
insane.
separately or
And
separately.
we could do like Rosa Parks and I could be like, thank you.
Yeah. If you fucking ruin my drunk history, we can't disrespect black ghosts. You know what I mean?
Wait a second. You would feel comfortable? Like, that is so scary to me. People get shit-faced. They have to sign something that's like, you might hurt yourself and we're not liable, like with this alcohol.
I'm into it.
Yeah, that's cool. That's like my jackass. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
like as far as I can go.
Yeah, yeah.
That's cool.
I could not do that part. I was like, you learn the drunk person's cadence and you have to like repeat what they say.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I love that. That's awesome.
I had to wear a Playboy bunny outfit. And continually in my mind, I was like, I'm Gloria Steinem. I'm Gloria Steinem in the Playboy bunny outfit.
What was
and
that
that's important, and that's why I'm doing it.
I mean,
How did you feel in there?
yeah, did you
Was it
feel
like-
super sexy?
Or were you just giving
No, I
yourself
was like,
affirmations?
what am I doing? I'm Gloria Steinem. I'm Gloria Steinem in the Playboy bunny, and this was an important thing that she did. She went undercover. And I'm doing this for the historical show Drunk History.
I love that.
Yeah, good time.
Yeah.
You know, good stuff.
But I like your fashion story. I
Yeah.
feel like ever since Broad City started, like your fashion evolution has been great to watch.
And the red
Nordstrom.
shoes.
I know the red shoes are they're very like Annie Hall.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's
Yes.
cool. It's
Wow.
cool.
You know what? This was a big splurge for me, these shoes.
Okay.
And I was like, I could get them in black and be like, these are classic, but they're kind of grandma shoes.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm getting them in red.
Damn.
Because you only live once.
That's your YOLO.
Do you
I
feel
know.
like you turned some heads with those red grandma shoes? They're like, damn, who's that? You know, like, whoa, whiplash, you know?
I'm like a week and a half in.
Okay. It's still
It's still early,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
who knows what could happen.
Yeah.
So, right? There's like lots of things that can happen still
World's
with
open.
my life together with these shoes. We have a long road ahead of us. So I don't think I've turned a lot of heads yet.
Well, that's going to change.
I mean, I hope it's starting here.
Yeah.
It's starting right now.
Are you on like any dating apps? Like I'm on Bumble. Are you on Raya?
You know, I'm not. I did do Raya. I don't like it. And you know,
What
a long time
happened?
ago I did OkCupid.
Cool.
And I kept like going out with people that it was just so upsetting. But I do know a bunch of people that have met online and they had a wonderful experience. That just wasn't my experience. And now I just fucking hate it. And I don't want to do it.
What's the worst experience you've had?
I had it wasn't even that bad lately. Like I guess I wasn't on it recently, but I guess like a year ago I was on it. And I just like it just I don't know. I want to meet someone in person.
Yeah. I feel
Maybe
the same
someone
way.
here tonight.
You guys get a look at these shoes?
Look at
I
this
just had a-
tailored butt. It's great. I love
Come
it.
on, full package, baby.
I was on a dating app before I got in my current relationship, which I did not get into due to a dating app. But I keep running into one guy that I matched with and then ghosted because I got into a relationship.
Oh.
And so the tension is always like palpable. It's there.
That's crazy.
Ghosting is so insane and
It's
upsetting
gross.
to me. Oh, sorry.
Honestly,
but listen,
I'm
this
sorry.
was so long ago, right?
Right.
We've been in a
It was like I
relationship
was
for a
a
long
different
time
woman.
ago.
Right.
I
You
was a
wouldn't do that
different-
now.
but it just feels
No,
so.
but it was like
hurtful.
we swiped and then he said sup and then I ghost. Like it wasn't
Oh,
like
that's not ghosting. That's
Okay,
not
well,
like,
we all have our truths. So if you guys could back the fuck up off me, why don't y'all tell me what ghosting is to y'all?
It's like when you actually, I think, personally, it's when you have like you've gone out with someone and then you've texted and then all of a sudden you're not interested or they're not interested and there's no like, hey, I'm not interested.
Yeah.
Or it's
no.
just, and someone is still trying and you're not responding.
Yeah.
And
That's a waste of everyone's fucking time.
Yeah.
right? It's like,
I hate
just
it.
be like, hey, guess what?
If someone ever starts a breakup with, hey, guess what? I'm fucking murdering them.
It's not a breakup. It's not a breakup though. It's like, hey, listen. I had so much fun with you, but I don't think I'm ready. Or I don't think it's working out. It was great meeting you. I hope you have a wonderful life.
Those are all effective ways to communicate.
Yeah, those
You
are
guys
good.
know what I'm saying.
Whenever I get like ghosted or like turned down by a guy, I always go in my head, I make a mental list for when I win my Oscar, and I'm gonna be like, fuck you to this guy.
Yes.
This guy.
You have it scrolled along your screen while you're giving your speech. Please run the ticker thing.
Yeah.
They like started to play you out as soon as you said fuck.
They're like, this is ABC. We can't do that.
Warren
Okay.
Beatty's like, isn't this worse?
Abby, thank you so
Guys,
much for joining
thank
us.
you so much for having me.
Everybody give it up for Abbi Jacobson!
We did it. We just have one last comedian, and then we can all go home, guys. I know.
Or go see, I don't know, Sarah Jessica Parker or some shit.
Yeah. There are tons of other people at this festival. Okay, gotta
But
keep it
just
moving.
Sarah Jessica Parker.
Yeah. So our last comic of the evening, he's very, very funny. We've known him for a long time. He is currently a writer on the new season of Carmichael Show and Broad City. Please get up for Josh Rabinowitz!
Hello? How you doing? Okay. So my whole life, I've been told that I'm an awkward person, which I have found very frustrating. Like, I don't feel like I am. But what has frustrated me more is that recently awkward has become such like a trendy catchphrase. You know, you always see people now and they're like, awkward, and I'm just like, why are you saying that? Like, real awkward people, when you do something uncomfortable, you're not like, awkward. You're like, I can never come back here. This is the end of me in this place. Like, it really feels to me today that, like, cool people are, like, gentrifying awkward. And they're just, like, kicking me out of Awkwardville and into Creepyville. Like, I was hanging out with a buddy of mine who's been cool my whole life. He's one of my coolest friends, and all of a sudden he was like, dude, I'm so awkward. And I was like, why? And he was like, man, it's so awkward for me to text Becky to hook up now that I'm also banging her roommate. Awkward, right? I was like, no! When I was coming up in awkward, it's not awkward texting Becky to hook up now that you're also banging her roommate. I thought it was awkward texting Becky, hey, what are you up to tonight? And also, hey, what's going down tonight? Because you were writing 2 drafts and you accidentally sent them at the same time. So then she gets 2 texts that are kind of the same but kind of different. And you can't even lie that it's a duplicate because it's different words. So she doesn't respond to you, so then you text her roommate, you're like, hey, is Becky's phone broken? LOL, no big deal, but it is a big deal. She does not respond to you either, and then for the next year, without putting up a fight, you just fade out of their lives. Until your friend has sex with them both. But I was raised Jewish, you guys know, and I've been never a very religious person, but I've been thinking about my Judaism recently with all the racial upheaval in this country. I've been trying to figure out what's my place as a white minority who's never really been oppressed at any point. In my life, I've never felt any semblance of oppression, because Jews like myself who live in the Northeast, we've assimilated so much that I even asked my friend recently, I was like, hey man, do you even know the racial slur for a Jewish person? And he was like, Jew? And I was like, no, that's just what we're called. And then he was like, oh, is it greedy Jews? And I was like, no, I wouldn't call it mean, but I wouldn't call that a slur, And he was like, oh, is it Jew face? And that's when I realized, never play guess a slur with any of your friends. But I've never been called a kike. But one hateful thing I have been called recently is a millennial. And I have to say, it really hurts my feelings. Because people say with so much hate in their hearts, you millennials, I think I'd rather be called a kike than a millennial. Because at least if someone's like, hey, you kikes are ruining this country, I'd be like, hey man, that's hateful and uninformed. But if someone's like, hey, you millennials are ruining this country, I'd be like, maybe they read a study. I don't know, maybe the New York Times you're really fucking it up. But I appreciate you coming with me on the kike joke, because I've been working on it, and I told it recently in Long Island, New York. And it didn't go great. It was a slightly different version than what it is now, but basically I was in front of 100 people. I was 10 minutes in, I was like, okay, I'm gonna do my kike joke. I didn't say that, but I was like, here it comes. And I say the word kike, it goes completely quiet, except for one woman in the front row whose noise I could only describe as literally harumphing, which I only thought was a noise in children's books, but she was like, harumph! Harumph! And I was like, okay, this is not what I wanted. And so I was like, okay, maybe no one here is Jewish and they just feel super freaked out. I should let them know it's cool to laugh, So I was like, how many people here are Jewish? Everybody claps. And then instead of just being like, I'm sorry, I was like, oh, I should improvise and smooth this over. And the way I chose to do that was I said, well, I guess that joke isn't for kikes. Everybody started harumphing. The only thing that have hurt me more is if they all went oi at the same time. It's just brutal. And then I'm standing outside after the show. I'm approached by a 57-year-old Jewish dentist. And I know this because he was like, hey, I'm a 57-year-old Jewish dentist. I was like, oh, hey, I'm Josh. And he was like, that word's got a lot of history and be very hurtful. I was like, I know, I'm sorry. But as he was walking away, he was like, but if you ever need a dentist, though. And I was like, what a greedy Jew. Thank you very much. I'm Josh Rabinowitz. Give up for Josh Rabinowitz!
You just heard Dina Hashem, Abbi Jacobson, and Josh Rabinowitz.
Two Dope Queens is produced by Joanna Solitaroff, Jen Poyant, Paula Schumann, Rachel Neal, Phoebe Robinson, and Jessica Williams. Our team includes Joe Plord, Matt Boynton, Ed Haber, George Wellington, Isaac Jones, and Shanola Estrada. Our theme music was composed by Jeff Brodsky.
Yeah, and follow us on the gram. There's fan art, photos of us riding around on golf carts, and some V-cute vidges. Check it out.
And please rate and review our podcast and subscribe. It makes a big difference as we kick off season 4.
That's all for now. YQY, bye Q, bye.
See you later.
Fan art, photos of us riding around in golf carts. I want to take that again.
Fan art.
Golf cart.
Yes, she did. Fan arts, golf carts, and your picture for the things in the ground.
Hey, boos and bays, it's your girl Phoebes. I'm out of the country right now, aka country, LOL. So anyway, this week is my birthday. I'm turning 33, hashtag Jesus' year. And you know what? People are like, what do you want for your birthday? What do you want for your birthday? Do you want diamonds? Do you want a date with Michael B. Jordan? Do you want to hang out with U2? Well, actually, yeah, I kind of want all of that now. But anyway, what I really, truly, truly want deep down in my bones is for y'all to come to the HBO tapings that we're doing in October, baby. Okay, so the first two shows, the show on the 23rd and the early show on the 24th, are completely sold out. So sorry about that. But thankfully, we have two more shows. They're the late show on the 24th and our last taping on October 25th. I don't think we're ever going to be doing these specials again for HBO. So you don't want to miss some of your favorite comics, as well as some new comics you might not have heard of, and also incredible celebrity guests that we're booking with the quickness. So you know what? Let's go to Ticketmaster.com, type in the search window, Toot Up Queens, go get your ticks, and come see your girls. Love you, mean it. YQY.